Welcome everyone in Teaching Point. In today's class, we will talk about The Solitary Reaper that is written by William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth was one of the greatest nature poets that ever lived. He had a great poetic imagination and his observations from nature were always accurate and first-hand. This solitary reaper is dominated by one figure, a Highland girl. She was standing alone in the field and harvesting grain. It is written in the first person and can be classified as a pastoral poem describing the scene of village life. He can conjure up and picture of a populated area exactly what the Highlands of Scotland were in the early 1800s. The poem consists of 4 stanzas of 8 lines each, and the rhyming scheme of stanzas is AB, AB, CC, and DD. So let's start the poem. It's stanza number 1. So, in stanza number 1, the poet tells us about a young girl of Scotland. He tells us to look at the girl who is reaping grain and also singing a sweet song. She is alone. This makes us aware about the hushed atmosphere of the valley. Scotland is divided into lowlands and highlands, which is not only geographical issue but cultural as well. She is reaping grain and also singing a sweet song all alone. The poet is mesmerized by the singing that he doesn't want to end this song. If he stops or passes by, she might see him and stop singing because she can recognize the presence of any human there in that silent atmosphere. So the poet advises the travelers to stop and listen to her song or pass very silently so that she is not disturbed and she have to sing this song smoothly. The poet says that the Highland girl cuts and binds the grain in sheaves. She is also singing a sad song. She is very busy in her song as well as her work. The song she is singing is not happy one. Its tone is sad one. The poet once again advises the passerby or the travelers to listen to her song. The whole deep valley, which is great one, is echoing with her sweet song. It seems to the poet as if the surrounding valley is brimming over with the song of the reaper. So the next stanza, that is stanza number 2, the poet compares the sweet voice of the girl to that of a nightingale, which is a sweet voiced bird. So far, no nightingale has sung as melodious as the girl sings. When a group of tired travelers reach a shady place in the Arabian deserts, the nightingale welcomed the tired caravan with its sweet song. The voice of the singing girl is sweeter than that of a nightingale's song. Wordsworth has consciously chosen the nightingale because the nightingale is the best singing bird in the world, only to make us aware about the superiority of the song of the solitary reaper. So, describing the speaker's reaction to girl's song, he tells that the words of the song are in a language unknown to him, but he reminds himself as to imagine by the melody which seems to be out of time and space. He associates the sweetness of the reaper's song with the beautiful song of nightingale and the cuckoo bird. It breaks the silence of the seas and far off islands on northwestern coast of Scotland because of its sweetness. So here comes the third stanza. The poet does not understand the alien language of the song of the girl. He tries to interpret it and wonders whether anyone will tell him the meaning of this song. He guesses that the girl is probably singing some mournful song of a distant past or about some old, unhappy, far off things. The speaker continues to ponder over the woman's song. The language of the song is incomprehensible. That is, the speaker guesses that it is looking like a mournful song for some old unhappy things in the past, or it is about some battles fought long time ago, or it might be about some incident or loss or pain. The pain in her sound can easily be recognized that this song, though it's sweetest one, but its tone suggests that this is somewhat sad song. So in the last stanza, that is stanza number 4, the poet concludes, whatever the theme of her song is, it seems endless. She is singing by bending over the sickle. That is, she is continually busy in her work, and she is also busy in her singing. Her devotion for work and song is obvious. The poet listened her song without any motion, and when he mounted up the hill, the song seemed to remain in his heart forever. The poet remembered this moment ever after because the song has deeply impressed him, and he can listen it in his imagination long after. Thank you for listening.